Alright, first up I thought I would start with the leader of the Powerpuff Girls, Blossom. And Blossom is always in a good mood, I think. And, you know, putting them in human proportions, the Powerpuff Girls, they got, you know, they have no hands, they have no feet. They have those kind of bubbly arms and legs. And I thought, let's just do a really cool hero shot of Blossom flying. But who's she gonna be flying with? Which Danny Phantom character could she fly with? But then I thought, really, I really overthought this, really basically, you know, Blossom's got red hair. Jazz has red hair, so boom, put her with Jazz. And the only way Jazz could fly is if she was in the Fenton peeler. So here is a cool shot of Blossom with Jazz flying through the sky. Alright, next up is the sweetest of all the Powerpuff Girls, Bubbles. And, you know, Bubbles is just so cute and sweet, but I wanted to draw her in the Danny Phantom style, and I wanted to draw her like epically battling one of the Danny Phantom villains. And, you know, Bubbles is voiced by Tara Strong, and I thought, let's make her, you know, fighting a Danny Phantom villain who's also voiced by Tara Strong, and that's Ember McLean. So, and I think what's kind of cool is, you know, Ember's fighting Bubbles, and Bubbles is fighting Ember, and what I hear about the new Powerpuff Girls is that the show fights off comedy. Anyway, I haven't seen it, I can't really say it. But anyway, I wanted to draw a really epic battle scene of Bubbles fighting Ember, and I just think it's really cool. Tara voices both characters, so this is sort of Tara battling Tara for ultimate world dominance. Alright, so moving with the Powerpuff Girls, next up is Buttercup, the most, you know, angry and edgy of all the Powerpuff Girls. Drawing them 10 years later, this is sort of, you know, the Powerpuff Girls aged up, and so I had to make her like 20 years old. And I had to make her punching something. I mean, you know, if I were going to do a Powerpuff Girls comic aged up, I would definitely make epic, you know, shots like this where they're just, you know, very superhero-y. And I think Buttercup should be paired with Sam Manson because they're both edgy, they're both, you know, ready to take on the world. They have a real goth attitude, dark hair. They really kind of look alike too, maybe because I don't know. Anyway, this is Buttercup with Sam Manson, and I think they're looking for some kind of a ghost that Buttercup is going to power with. Okay, now the fourth Powerpuff Girl. Okay, her name is Bliss. Now, I'm not crazy about this fourth Powerpuff Girl. That's just me. Okay, I'm not trying to insult anybody. But I'm not crazy that they named her Bliss, because I think it should have had a two-syllable name, like Bubbles, Blossom, Buttercup. They should have given her a two-syllable name. Fit in. And then, I'm really not crazy about her design. I think they could have designed her better. Her legs are too long, so I'm going to incorporate some long legs on my drawing, but not as long. I'm going to proportion them normally. I'm going to age her up. And I'm not crazy about the blue hair either. I love her dark skin, love that, but I think the blue against the dark skin doesn't work for me. I would have made her hair a different color. But I'm going to go with what they gave me. So I'm going to go with the design they gave me. And at the end of the episode where Bliss appears, she leaves the planet. She goes, bye guys, and she just kind of leaves. And so I was thinking, well, maybe she just doesn't leave the planet, she leaves the dimension. So I think she goes into the ghost zone. And I think she goes on a mission with Jack and Maddie Fenton, of course, and the Spectre Speeder. And as we can see by my picture, Jack and Maddie Fenton never age. So there we go. They're in the ghost. So maybe they're in there for a while. You know, when the kids leave home, they come empty nesters. The parents kind of do things on their own. I think they just go into the ghost zone and they're there for a long time. So this is Bliss with Jack and Maddie on a ghost zone adventure. And again, I would have called her something else. I would have called her like Bubble Blossom, Buttercup. I would have called her like Beautiful. What would I call her? Bakeware. Baked goods. I would have called her something with two syllables. I don't know what I would have called her. Wait a minute. Blueberry. Something like that would have been nice. You know, Blueberry would have been cool because she got blue hair. I don't know. I would have called her something different. I don't think Bliss fits in. It's a one-syllable name. It's too different. It should have had two syllables. I'm very weird like that. I like names to be all fit together. So anyway, this is Bliss with Jack and Maddie in the ghost zone in the Danny Phantom style. Okay, now no Powerpuff Girls in the Danny Phantom style 10 years later video would be complete unless I put Danny Phantom in it. So here's Danny Phantom fighting one of the Powerpuff Girls bad guys. I think you know him, you love him, the big classic, Mr. Mojo Jojo. So I think Danny Phantom fighting Mojo Jojo, I think I gotta draw Mojo a lot more realistically, like a real ape, like an angry kind of comic book ape, like a Grodd, like from Flash, you know? This is Danny Phantom fighting Mojo Jojo in the Danny Phantom style. Alright, now one final drawing for you guys. I wanted to do the reverse. I want to take the professor from the Powerpuff Girls and have him create the Powerpuff Girl I thought he should have created. They added Bliss, but I think this Powerpuff Girl would have been better. He takes some chemical D and he mixes it up and he comes up with, that's right, Danny Phantom, the girl Danny Phantom, as a Powerpuff Girl. So this is my Danny Phantom in Powerpuff Girl style. Check it out.